Hi, Pareen. Yeah.
Okay, and we are live.
Right. Right. Welcome, Pareen. It's been another live, another Monday, and kind of another day in the market. So, how do you see now Bitcoin's being shaping up and the altcoins?
Right. So I think since last week we've seen Bitcoin grow a little bit, and alts have mostly been flat, but they've not dumped quite a bit. And we've seen some one or the other alt. Like today, I think Wings was already 50% up. So that I think alts market and all of them are just probably quite flat right now. It's a wait and watch game to see whether we are really in the bear market or not. I think we will need more confirmation that this is a bear market. Till then, at least I am pretty bullish right now for this year, second half.
Right. And we have another news from a bank, and strangely from a bank, which is the Bank of America, now, which is officially being creating a team dedicated to researching on crypto. Now, this is another big bank which is following its lead in researching about crypto. So, what do you have to say on the banks now adopting that path?
Yeah, I think definitely there is a lot of interest because people are realizing that a lot of money is in crypto, and now they need to get on this bandwagon. And I think even JP Morgan issued a statement last week, saying if Ethereum 2.0 enables staking, that will end up being a $40 billion market, which is crazy. That they think that the staking is going to
Right.
open up such great use cases. So, pretty much positive this week has been, I think.
Right. And now we also see the crypto lending space, right, which is the BlockFi, you know. So, I mean, these companies are also trying to go public, right? The BlockFi, there's this cross-border payments network called Ripple, and there's the
Mm.
crypto exchange Kraken. So, or they're
Yeah.
all trying to go public now as the Coinbase did. So, do you see now it's the rise of now all the crypto-based companies now?
Definitely, I think more people are going to realize that this is mainstream now. A lot of traditional finance people earlier used to think that crypto will not work. But I think that is where they were wrong, even with the internet companies. A lot of people never thought that something like Google or Facebook would ever IPO. A lot of old investors thought that, but of course, now we know they are such a big success. And Coinbase IPO was a pretty big success as well. So this is the year when we really get regulated.
Okay, okay. So now let's just talk about something which the people don't know, which is the decentraland. Now, how do you think? Like we know that, I mean, in the near future, I mean, the finance will be online. A major part of people's portfolio is going to go online. Now, how do you see that future? And how would you explain people who are listening to us right now? How should they prepare themselves up? And they should act, kind of ahead of that near future and make gains for themselves.
So I think not only money is going online, but the entire life is going to what we call metaverse, right? Decentraland is a metaverse play, which in which you go into this virtual reality world, and there you can go into New York, you can go to Vegas, you can buy land, you can build, let's say, a business or a house or whatever you want to. As a person or as a coder or as a layman, this was not possible before. So what we are seeing is entire economies move into virtual world now, and I think that's where Decentraland and a lot of other projects are also working on to figure out whether the metaverse uh, will be a free market, what kind of rules, what kind of governance will define it, and I think it's doing pretty well as of now. Decentraland is scaling its product side really well. A lot of people are building stuff on it, which is great.
Right. So I'll just take a few questions. So Rajkumar asked, when is the WRX burn date?
Oh, so WRX burn date will be between 12th and 15th July because everyone already knows. This is a favorite question people have been asking. The burn date has not yet been announced, so do not wait for this burn like it's some great thing happening. Yeah, just understand that it will be done before 15th of July. So when that will be, even I don't know. No one knows.
Okay, then there is another question out here, which is by S Death King, which is like, when will WazirX introduce coin staking?
Yeah, staking, lending, it will be released. We will bring that. Don't worry. It's a popular request. Every session, I think we get this. But yes, definitely. Staking and lending is on our radar. So we'll bring it as
Right.
soon as possible.
Business Tamil asked, as we've explained it earlier a few minutes ago, what's your opinion about the BTC market now?
So BTC market, I think, has been pretty flat, but I don't see it turning bearish. Let's say it goes in near early 20s. That's when I will start feeling like this is bear market. But even 2017 market, BTC had crashed almost 50% from its 80 before taking off again and going to 19,500. So right now, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I think there is a second phase remaining for this year, but a lot of market is also bearish. I hear from traders all the time saying, "Okay, we are done. This was the top, and now we will have another bull run 4 years later." So we don't know, but I think stock to flow model still is online. Let's see how far it goes.
Right. There's this other question, and this is Mr. Devin underscore Kakaji, which says, buying Shibinu, good or bad? Now this is again a meme coin and stuff.
Definitely bad. Do not buy meme coins. This is something that I can tell you for certain. Dodge, Shiv, Inu, all of these coins, they have no fundamentals. Why are you buying it?
Right, right. So now they're saying the Matic coin going too low, Matic coin good or not? Tanveer, this is Tanveer Pirzadeh.
Huh. So Matic is definitely a good coin. Everyone knows that, no doubt about that. But even a good coin doesn't just go up like this. There will be dips, there will be chops. You have to understand the trading cycle to get into Matic. Fundamentally, a coin can be good, but if you enter at the wrong time, you are going to end up making a loss, right? So see where the coin is in its market cycle. Where it was last year, where it was before that, and then you will realize, where it can even go.
Okay. Rizwan Sheikh answers, questions an interesting one. What is consensus stellar protocol?
Are you asking what is the consensus mechanism for Stellar protocol? Even I don't know. Mechanism of Stellar. I
Okay.
It's very easy to find out. You can Google these things and you can figure these things out.
Yeah. So Rizwan, I think you can do your
Mm,
own research. And in this case,
yeah, yeah.
probably if you still have some
I don't
doubts,
know.
you can join our live stream next Monday, and you can definitely go there and ask your questions. And Pareen and me would happily answer that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking at some more questions. If there are, when you add features to change mobile. Okay, so I think we've answered most of them till now. Let's just there be more questions. So Pareen, now how do you see the NFT space right now? I mean, WazirX NFT is making a huge contribution towards the artist. We're seeing some splendid artists on our platform, and some really brilliant sales have been made over the art. How do you see this whole market now kicking in India now?
I think we've had some big artists feature their work on WazirX platform, and also now the interest is too much. A lot of artists are realizing that NFT is the way to go. So I think this is just the beginning. What we've seen is just the start of this flood of NFTs, and lot more use cases also, not just artists, but let's say event ticketing, posting your music, your videos, movies, books that you write. All of these you will be able to mint as NFTs in the future. So we are just what we are seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of NFTs.
Right, right. So, Pareen, for this session, I just chose that we can go ahead and explain a token to our audience. So, I just chose my favorite token, which is Matic. So, can you just explain the whole technology to the people that what Matic is? Because it's been a splendid technology by Indian guys out here.
Sure. So, Matic or Polygon, as it is called now, is a layer 2 protocol, right? So, what happens is Bitcoin or Ethereum, they are the base layer, and the base layer doesn't scale too much, right? Bitcoin can barely do 4, 5, 7 maybe transactions per second, and Ethereum, I think, can do 40, 50 transactions per second. If you were to
Right.
build a game on Ethereum, that's not going to work at all. So how do you scale this up? Is you add a layer two, and the layer two is way faster. And I think Matic right now is doing somewhere around 7,000 transactions per second. That's what I've read somewhere. I'm not sure because these things keep changing with different uh, variables. But Matic is by far the aim of this product is to make Ethereum faster. If they are able to make Ethereum faster, everyone will develop on Matic, and that's when the chain becomes super popular, right? So these problems are yet to be solved in crypto. When we say infrastructure, like just the transaction speed itself is a big limiting factor, and that's a big challenge
Right.
that Matic is solving. Is if they are able to solve this successfully and gain adoption, that would be massive.
Right. So now we hear a lot of coins being competing with Ethereum, right? There's always this headline, that this coin is competing with Ethereum. This coin is, kind of surpassing Ethereum. Can you explain ahead what is there to compete with Ethereum? Why is Ethereum so big? And, kind of why is it so important, to technology to take that leap?
So Ethereum definitely has the first mover advantage, right? It was the first blockchain to release smart contracts and enable all of these dApps and tokens to be created on top of it. But people have realized that each team has been uh, promising on each 2.0 version for a long time, right? They've made some great changes in their core code, and
Right.
major challenge right now is to solve the gas price scalability challenge.
Yeah.
That that is what most ETH killers promise, right? ETH killer means anyone who has their own blockchain who claims that I'm faster than Ethereum or more secure than Ethereum. Ethereum is by far, I think, most decentralized of smart contract blockchains out there because it's been in existence for a long time and they've created a foundation, a large community, and it's largely probably the only coin that's closer to decentralization than Bitcoin. But when we say ETH killer, so which are the ETH killers? Let's say ADA, Cardano is considered an ETH killer. Uh, BNB, Binance Smart Chain is considered an ETH killer. Now we have candidates like Solana, who is called ETH killer. Right? These blockchains, their promise is scalability, adoption, and use cases. That's it. We've had Tezos, Tron, all of these try and do these things. But Ethereum definitely has a big first mover advantage out there.
Okay. So Solana, now coming back to Solana, how do you see Solana is, kind of being really big? Now it's been the most sought after now token being talked around currently as of now since the past 15 days. Now what's that buzz around Solana and how is it going to make a difference?
So I haven't studied the project in detail, but what Solana does really is that it promises the same thing that I just mentioned. Uh, to make Ethereum, to make a faster Ethereum, so to speak. Uh, Today, when we look at Solana, we what we are seeing is someone who's tried to innovate at the core ground level, and they claim that they can do 50K transactions per second. That's what they are claiming. I think there needs to be way more uh, research on this. But one of the groundbreaking things what they have done, why they are in so much, uh, there's so much talk about it, is because they've changed to something called proof of history, right? We all understand that Bitcoin uses proof of work. Ethereum is now moving to proof of stake. What Solana has done is it's saying we will take proof of history. I have not done too much research to understand really how this differentiates them from Ethereum or Cardano or anything else. But it seems like a lot of uh, tech influencers, a lot of thought leaders in on the tech side of it are pretty fond of what these people are doing. So maybe there needs to be lot more study on this from my side, of course, and from everyone who is investing. Although, but if they are able to solve this challenge, I think they have a trade-off where they don't compromise too much on security, but still solve scalability. So it may end up becoming the second biggest, if not the biggest, after Ethereum.
Okay. Okay. Now, since we are talking about all the tokens near Ethereum, there are questions being asked that what are the updates on Polkadot? Now, Polkadot is an interesting crypto token. It's been
Yeah,
there has been quite a buzz and it's performed really well. So, what are your thoughts
yeah.
on Polkadot?
So I think uh, Polkadot is a play where they people can come and they can operate their own uh, blockchains, so to speak. So from that
Right.
perspective, this is revolutionary. It becomes blockchain of blockchains, right? Also, Polkadot, one of the things is that they integrate with most of the things. Polkadot uh, is not a blockchain where, let's say, if you build on Solana, you're not building on Ethereum as of now. But Polkadot, when you're building on it, it integrates, and that's the best part of it. Also, I think Polka has done a lot of work with Polka Starter and a lot of other platforms that have been built on top of Polkadot. We are yet to see what will happen here as well. But I think from a market perspective, the adoption has been great. Uh, People have loved what they are doing, and I think a lot of projects are launching on Polkadot.
Right. Right. So I'll just take a question here, which is Shashank Dave, who says that Ethereum is the most decentralized, as in a question he's asked. And he says that according to fundamentals, Solana is much more decentralized in his opinion, right? And he's asking us to correct him if he's wrong.
I'm not sure how decentralized Solana is, frankly speaking. But it's a great thing to check. It would be amazing to figure out how they've managed to decentralize so soon. But frankly speaking, I don't know as of now. That's the answer.
Right. Right. So Shashank, you can do your own research and probably ask us to the time, we also don't claim, as we always say, that this is not a financial advice. So we will also do our own research and we'll answer you probably in the next week of our live stream session. Right.
Definitely, I think Solana is one interesting thing that I will have
Yeah.
to research it and research this week.
I think we all need to go back to Solana and research about it because it's a new. And a lot of people are asking when is Solana being launching on WazirX platform? That's another question which they have.
Yeah, I think we get this question every live session, and we are
Yeah.
launching this as soon as possible.
Yeah. They're also asking about the Tailcoin. When is the Tailcoin launch in WazirX? And
I don't know what
the
Telcoin is.
yeah, same here. I mean, I don't have much of
Yeah.
information about it, but yeah. So how about exchange-based tokens? Let's talk about the exchange-based tokens like
Hmm.
Uniswap, right?
Hmm.
And what do you think about Uniswap? These are the decentralized exchanges. How are they going to
Hmm.
kind of be sustainable in the future? And what is their relevance in the future?
So I think whenever we look at exchange tokens, we should understand that this is a utility token. And as a utility token, you have to see how their ecosystem is growing. So for, let's say, Uniswap, I would check what their volumes are, how they are growing or not growing. Because why would you hold the token if you want to use the platform? That's all, right? Same with BNB or WRX or anything, right? The core thing that everyone needs to check is their volume growing and how much, right? That is the indicator of how much the token will be used. Simple as that.
Right, right. So on that note, I think probably that's about it, Pareen, for this live stream. I think probably we'll present something different on next Monday. And you've been really kind in answering people's questions, and I think we've answered most of their questions. So until then, if I see any question, no, I don't. So right, guys, we'll see you next Monday at the same time, and we'll get you more information. And yeah, we wish you a good day ahead. Thanks, Pareen.
Awesome. Thank you, Archit. Thank you, everyone. I think I see a few regulars, Jason and Popo and all these people. We have to give them shout outs. I think these guys, I've noticed like they've been here
Yeah,
every live session. Today, I think we have a lot of them, but I didn't read all the comments. But I can now
right.
see all their names. They just
Yeah,
come to say hi, and sometimes like Shashank and people, they've been asking some amazing questions also. These people have been like on our journey with these
yeah.
live
I
sessions, so it's amazing.
I see
Rizwan
Rizwan
is
Sheikh
here.
being asked. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rizwan asked some really, really good questions, and he's still
yeah,
asked. Probably I'll take this question for the next live stream as it's time now. But yeah, thank you guys for being our regulars and supporting us. And we are here to spread awareness at WazirX, and that's what Fareen and I are doing, and that's why these live stream sessions are there. So right, thanks,
awesome.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.